Police are investigating another murder here in the capital. The country's 22nd homicide for the year took place after a man was shot just off Kemp Road. According to officer in charge of the Central Detective Unit, Superintendent Paul Roll, the victim was fired upon as he sat in a car.
Sometime around 9:30 p.m. this evening, we received reports of gunshots in the Abraham Street area. Officers responded where they met two males suffering from gunshot wounds in a white vehicle. Upon a further examination of these persons, EMS was summoned, where they pronounced one of the person who we believed to be the driver of the vehicle as deceased, and the other male was taken to hospital with gunshot wounds to the leg area. The man that we found in the car had multiple gunshot wounds about the body.
Police have charged a 27-year-old Nevin Curry in connection with the murder of Abaco resident Stanley McIntosh on Sunday. Police say McIntosh's body was found during the early morning hours at Don McKay Boulevard in Marsh Harbor with multiple gunshot injuries. He's the country's 20th murder victim of the year. Curry, a resident of Cooperstown, has been charged with intentionally and by means of unlawful harm causing McIntosh's death. The case has been adjourned. A police sting operation has resulted in the arrests of 5 men and the confiscation of a cache of weapons. Our Cyan Thompson spoke with authorities today about the value of this afternoon's find.
A major sting operation Wednesday in Anglerston as police arrested 5 men reportedly linked to a string of criminal activities, including murder, house break-ins, and armed robberies. Eyewitnesses telling ZNS News police took quick action.
I don't know what happened. All I saw is when all the police pull up, they moved so fast. It was unbelievable. It happened real fast. They did a good cleanup job. I think they was excellent. Their move was good. And when they bust the door down, I don't think the guys that might have even chance to get away.
It's right around there when the police just kicked down the door and gone inside and carry the fellas some with the weapons and things. But no, I'd go this together. This side is right now.
It's right here behind me where all the action took place. Police were here earlier today where they raked up a bunch of illegal guns, and they say that they're taking a no-nonsense approach when it comes to illegal weapons.
We were able to zero in on a Podolio Street resident where they would execute a search warrant reference to firearms and dangerous drugs. And I can tell you we were able to arrest 5 men. So this arrest was made by the Northwestern, that's the Northeastern Division of the Royal Bahamas Police Force. Northeastern Division led by Superintendent Greenslade and his team at that area. And it was a good arrest because it was right on target and it was intelligence driven.
As police questioned the men already, they have taken more than 100 illegal firearms off the streets for this year.
These persons will be quizzed on a number of crimes, and we'll be checking them through to determine whether they are committed other crimes such as armed robberies, murders, as the case may be. We will do due diligence to ensure that they do not escape our custody if they have committed other crimes.
Meantime, police still need your help in capturing these criminals. You can contact them at 911, 919, or 328-TIPS. Cyan Thompson, ZNS News.
The Court of Appeal has reserved its decision in the Randy Fraser unlawful sex appeal. The Pilgrim Baptist Church pastor is continuing to fight to have his conviction overturned. Fraser was sentenced to 3 years in prison last November after Magistrate Carolita Bethel found him guilty of having unlawful sex with a 16-year-old girl he was counseling. During today's proceedings, Fraser's attorney, Jarim Mangra, argued that the magistrate did not address the defense's case in a fair and balanced manner. He also argued that Magistrate Bethel did not address the circumstances of each sexual allegation against Bishop Fraser, suggesting that she did not identify on what basis she found all or one of the allegations proven, and that Mangra says is necessary due to the nature of the charge. The defense attorney also indicated that the cell phone evidence in the case was inadmissible because it hadn't been authenticated. Police want to question this man on suspicion of conspiracy to export dangerous drugs. Police have posted an all-points bulletin for the arrest of Omar Marcelo Theophilus. 41-year-old Theophilus stands at 5 feet 10 inches tall, is of medium build, and weighs around 230 pounds. He's a resident of Wellington Street, Stapleton Gardens. Anyone with information on the whereabouts of Omar Marcellus Theophilus is asked to contact police at 323-7139, 397-3800, or Crime Stoppers at 328-TIPS. The student body of the government high school is in mourning today. They've lost one of their own. Last week, 16-year-old Rylisa Taylor was featured in the ZNS Student of the Week segment. Today, her schoolmates gave posthumous honors to the track enthusiast who lost her battle with lymphoma. Rylisa was featured again in the Student of the Week, and she was given her flowers, fortunately, while she was still alive. Arla Dawn Davis was there today as students gave heartfelt tributes.
I look to you.
It was a somber moment here at the government high school today as hundreds of students and faculty celebrated the life of a young woman who has touched the lives of all those she came into contact with. A few of them gave these personal tributes.
God saw you getting tired. The cure was not to be. He wrapped you in his loving arms and whispered, "Come to me." You suffered much in silence. Your spirit did not bend. You face your pain with courage until the very end.
Rylisa was punctual for school on the days when she was well enough to attend. She would arrive early, leave her bag in the classroom. She never shirked or shied away from doing her schoolwork. And many mornings, you would hear her asking her classmates if they had done their math or biology homework. Then there would be a mad rush to complete the assignment, especially for Mrs. Strong.
Principal Colin Johnson describes Rylisa as an exceptional student. He remembered his last chat with her just 1 week before she died.
She was brought to my office along with other family members. It was the first time that I can recall that she has ever been in my office. It was evident simply because she looked around and around. Apparently she was in a strange place. She came dressed in red and white. I excused her because it was the day after Valentine and she felt like love.
Motivational speaker Conetta Ferguson says she is hoping that Rylisa's death not only serves as a wake-up call for her peers and teachers, but brings about change in their lives.
Some student in this school would look at your ways and mend them. Some teacher would realize, had I only reached out and touched her, if I only knew she was only here for a short while, I would have treated her differently. And so their attitude toward all students will be different, because you don't know if you're seeing them for the last.
LaDawn Davis, ZNS News.
Welcome to tonight's edition of the Business Beat, sponsored by Royal Fidelity. Good evening, Bahamas. I'm Altaviz Munnings. Let's take a look at what's making business news today.
If you're one of the approved shareholders of the Arawak Port Development Company, look forward to seeing shares on the Bahamas International Securities Exchange by March. The local daily reporting today that APD's Chief Financial Officer, Dion Bethel, said the company's board of directors approved the listing this past Monday. E-commerce may hit the Bahamas in the next 6 months. The local daily quoting Bank of the Bahamas' managing director, Paul McQueenie, that the Clearing Banks Association will reveal an internet banking network to sell products online within the next 6 months. From the International Business Beat, Apple's stock market value topped the $500 billion mark in early trading Wednesday. The $500 billion valuation puts Apple in some extremely exclusive territory, making it one of the 5 most valuable companies at any point in history. Apple's valuation is now higher than the gross domestic product of Poland, Belgium, Sweden, Saudi Arabia, or Taiwan. And a regional business, Jamaica's economy grew by an estimated 1.7% from October to December 2011 when compared with the corresponding period for 2010. This performance brings estimated gross domestic product growth for the 2011 calendar year to 1.5%, representing the first annual increase in real GDP in Jamaica since 2007. Remember, you can send us an email or join us on www.znsbahamas.com or become our friend on ZNS's official Facebook page.
And that will end tonight's edition of the Business Beat, sponsored by Royal Fidelity. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Altaviz Munnings.